And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Johnson for three. Here's Soto, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Vassell. Drops in the layup for two.
Aggressive play by Vassell in the paint, getting himself a close-range shot.
Here's the Prodigy, covered by Vassell. And it's good for two. And it's 7 points for the Prodigy.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the Prodigy. Again, Memphis.
Do you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
The pass to Soto. Elbow shot is on the way. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis the other way now. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. It sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shoot.
Play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Famers.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Knocking down down is on the moon.
And foul on the shot, he'll shoot.
A little time blue. I always wake up in the morning, pour myself a strong one. But when I get lonely, I do. Lean back on a bourbon.
Vassell hits them both. Here's Morant. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Shot from the wing. Again, Memphis.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. On the wing, Porter. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Memphis leading by 6. Here's the prodigy. He had 40 points in the win against Portland.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Graham. Here's Soto. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Jackson.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
The prodigy's shot is good.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's Vassell. He's guarded closely. Soto. It's hauled in by Adams.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
Here's the prodigy. Again, Memphis.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
The Spurs come into this one following a loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
Morant, that's for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Johnson outside. Pass to Porter. Over Jackson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's the prodigy, and it's Memphis with another.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And it's Porter with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 16. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Sports. Making a switch here. Pass to the prodigy. Lets it go with a 3. Drills the three-pointer. The prodigy's got 30 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Devontae Graham, and it's McDaniels in at power forward. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the prodigy in the last time out against Portland was tremendous. He scored 40 points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of three-pointers. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
And there's the foul, and it's on Steven Adams. And he's checked in for Williams. The Spurs also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And so it's San Antonio with it. Graham surveying the floor. Drops in the tray. Graham's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
We know Graham has this range. He is a pretty confident three-point shooter.
And the three ball is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's the prodigy, and he could not get that one to go to the line for two. The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game, and he makes the first. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Vassell's checked in. 1:02 left here in the second. Graham with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And blocked by Bane. And out of bounds as the Memphis has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. They get a hand on it. Now the pass to Vassell. Here's Soto. Shoots over Adams. Shooting foul. Already making them both. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
No.
Jackson passes to Morant. Here's the prodigy. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. The prodigy's got 43 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jackson against Johnson. To the paint, here's Graham. Great pass to set
No
up the
way,
lane.
I was almost on
Graham's
that.
got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice to see Keldon Johnson developing his passing game, getting the ball to a ready.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
When I watch what MP does on the floor, I know he's a.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Grizzlies.
Their efficiency on offense jumping off the charts in the first half.
Thanks for spending half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The prodigy having a great impact in this game.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Jaren Jackson is out there with Desmond Bane. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's the prodigy, and it's Morant in at the guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And that'll be San Antonio. Retain possession. Jones against Morant. Johnson, wide open, he fires. The three-pointer, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That'll be his second foul of the game. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Johnson over to help. The prodigy passes to Achiuwa. Here's the prodigy. Shot clock at 5. From the wing. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Screen by Young. Here's Vassell. Off target from three-point range. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's the prodigy. And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Vassell. San Antonio again missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's the prodigy. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Soto covered by Achua. Here's Soto. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And the call will go against the prodigy. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Bain. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, "It changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good." Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Young for 3, and no good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. Here's the prodigy. Oh, yes, the turnaround. The prodigy's got 59 points.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Aldama with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Morant against Jones. Out to the wing. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. On the wing, Jones. Shoots over Morant. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that John Moran had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
Fires the 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
And every time you think he can't hit another,
And the call will go against the prodigy. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams comes in for Jackson, and John Wall subbed in for Morant. Then for the Spurs, McDaniels, he's checked in for Johnson, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. Graham kicks to McDaniels. To end the cold streak. No good that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's the prodigy. And it's off from three-point range. And San Antonio shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Passes it to Graham. That 3 off the mark. Memphis has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Here's the prodigy. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's the prodigy. And, yep,
Bro,
another
why
basket.
did it do
And
that?
he's
Why
been
did it not
dominant
dunk?
here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. 35 seconds left in the third. To the wing on the left. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. He has 5.
Though Devontae is a natural-born scorer, he's developed into a solid playmaker as well.
Adams, the pass to the prodigy. Again, what an avalanche! 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now.
Oh no, that's my 4th foul. That could have been bad if that was my 5th.
Able to do it.
I would have been out of the game.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies.
I can get
Aldama's
30
checked in,
points.
and it's Johnson in for Bain.
It's possible.
We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that. But you go ahead and do it. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Bonner. And it's Vassell in at the 2. Here's the prodigy.
No.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And still early in the period. Limit.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Vassell finds Johnson. Down low, Bonner. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And just a strong finish. The D just one step behind on that play.
And, Greg, that's all he needed. That's a dunk this crowd will remember for a while. Johnson over to help. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Here's the prodigy. Shoots it. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go. Cities, which seem to be the leading candidates. Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.